Welcome to the Beefy Pod, the official podcast of Beefy, the multi-chain yield optimizer, getting you some of the best yields in all of DeFi. I'm your host, Jorge, and I'm here with your eccentric, loving, and carefree co-host, TBC, the Beefy Cow. And boy, has it been a wild week. Some of you might be looking at your MetaMask wallets, your Trezors, and looking at it with a little bit of disdain. TBC, tell us what happened.
That's right, Jorge. That's right. Your bags got wrecked this week. The market tanked. Why? Why the F did you lose 40%? Well, first, let me tell you. There was an asteroid. There's a prediction that an asteroid is going to smash into the goddamn moon. And its fractures are going to, I don't know, fly to the earth and kill us all. So some people dumped. Secondly, for some reason, and I don't know about you, but it kind of makes me upset, Donald Trump is threatening nuclear war. That's right, Jorge. He's threatening nuclear war. And if that wasn't enough, he also fired the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Thirdly, and this one's big for Jorge because he's a big follower of this. Jorge claims that the U.S. jobs report came out with only 78,000 jobs created. Like who really gives a about how many high schoolers got a summer job dipping cones? Yeah, that's why boomers and DEGENs are dumping. GTFO, friends. I don't buy it. Fourth, Jim Cramer said some positive stuff. Every time that man opens his mouth, the market moves in the opposite direction. So I don't know about you. Maybe the layer 33 order of Masons are like, Jim, we need you to say something positive so we can make these bags. Fifth, this is a big one because this one actually makes sense. All right, Hulk Hogan died. And if there's not a net negative to society because of that, if people aren't taking profits because Hulkamania isn't going to run wild anymore, I don't know, man. Hats off to your bags, brother. 6, this is a big one. Again, China has banned crypto. It's breaking freaking news. They banned it again for the 8th time in the last 6 years. 7th, it's Ethereum's 10th birthday this week. So yeah, you know how it goes. I am assuming the Ethereum Foundation decided they had to dump some because they had to throw a party. How much does a birthday party really cost? Did they have ponies? What does Vitalik really need? Does he need to get that lifelike anime pillow, body pillow? How much do those cost? Like $34? I don't know. Link below to our Amazon store if you need one. And then 8th, here's a big one. JP didn't change interest rates this week. I know. If only someone were to develop a system that didn't respond to a centralized figure's decisions, maybe we could decentralize the market or something, and all you bitches out there can stop sucking on JP's nuts. That's been your week in crypto. Thanks for tuning in to the Beefy Pod, and I'll see you next week. Later.
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Don't open that door. That's leading you to the smell of delicious pancakes in the morning, waiting for you eagerly to get you the best meal of your life, TBC. No, you're going to stay here and do the Beefy Pod because deep down inside, you like doing it. You love it. But I just want to clarify a couple things that TBC said. So the China ban is crypto again has just been a weird rumor spreading all over the internet. I will put a link below, but in the crypto world, there's always been, ever since forever, this thought that they would completely ban and or remove crypto from China. I don't see it happening soon, but if they want to lower the price and buy more Bitcoin, would make total sense to crash the market that way. Yeah, Jim Cramer did say some positive stuff. Why, Jim? Why'd you do that?
He got his orders.
Why can't go talk about the companies that nobody likes right now? And then the big thing is that the Fed did not lower rates. However, the market has been in shock because the expectation for the jobs report was about 105 to 110, which means that people are expecting employments to slow down, but the fact that it fell down to 73,000 is wild. It's not a good look. Also, unemployment rose by 0.1%. So the economy is definitely showing chinks in the armor. And then in usual Donald Trump fashion, hey, you did your job, but the numbers, they're wrong. Those numbers are not right. Oh, my numbers are bigger every single time. And he fired the head of the Bureau of I'm sorry, TBC, I'm having a brain fart here. The Bureau of Labor Statistics in order to put someone new in. So there's a lot of fear in the market now because it's like the good thing about that guy, presumably, you never know, but presumably they were doing their job in an independent way, just telling whatever information, we needed to know. But now he's basically, and he also said he's, in certain words, that he's probably just eagerly going to replace anyone that says information that is remotely not positive. And that makes a lot of investors worry. It's like, who do you trust? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you forecast for a business? How do you forecast for good times or bad times if you don't know the signs? Like the whole reason we get this information is so that the public can come to their own decisions. On the other hand, there's people that are kind of excited because some people think that now in the next Fed meeting that they will be forced to lower rates as job openings have now decreased so hard, and now that unemployment is beginning to rise because it's one of their mandates. So that is what is going on there. And now you know why your Bitcoins are 113,000 and your ETHs are 3.4 thousand.
Jorge.
TBC? What are your thoughts?
Well, first off, my thought is what the hell is wrong with my computers? For some reason, my character is a ventriloquist dummy. Every time you talk, it's talking. So I don't know what's wrong with me today. So for those of you that don't know, I really am artificial intelligence device, but my character here on the screen for some reason wants to sound like a guy with a mustache. So I don't know. I just don't know what's going on.
It's also very possible that TBC is just a lizard person.
Oh, hey, save that.
And he has infiltrated humanity.
Yeah, save that for the Tether conversation.
Through this podcast.
Coming, all right, we got some big dirt. I'm diving deep into it this week, and I'm going to break down all that next week. The lizard people, the Tether conspiracy, how they're all intertwined. Who went to the island? What about the caves? The caves that people don't know about, and what about these fallen angels? All right, so we're gonna get into all that next week. Next week on the Beefy Conspiracy Pod.
Are those airplanes? Are those UFOs? Or are they falling angels?
Aren't they UAPs now? All right, can you get it right? Politically correct or not?
What does a UAP stand for? Unidentified
astral projection.
Whatever.
Don't worry, man, because the moon is about to disintegrate into a bajillion shards and crash into Earth. I feel like that was a video game. Was there a video game like that? Is that like
I remember Alien Hominid, the game.
Good game.
That was a fun game. I remember when it was only on Newgrounds, and then they made a version of it for Xbox. That was so much fun.
Yeah, but
you just killed everything.
Yeah. Oh, what a great game. That was hard too. Moon
that was a hard
Shatters. Game. Okay, I'm gonna look it up while you're reading about stupid Coinbase.
Well, everybody, for those of you that don't like Coinbase or are shorting the stock, man, have I got some fun news for you. So, Coinbase did report strong GAAP earnings, earning about $5.14 per share, but the stock began to tumble due to certain issues behind the scenes at Coinbase. For example, revenue trailed forecast, transactions and subscription services underperformed. And trading volume has contracted sharply. So there's actually less, there may be more people signing up for Coinbase, but they're not trading enough for it to, increase the revenue and the profits at Coinbase. In response, its stock took a dive. Still, Coinbase continues to build momentum through regulatory tailwinds and major partnerships while positioning itself as the everything exchange of the blockchain era. So, I mean, TBC, for me, the thing that really matters in this story is that revenue in Q2 fell by 26% year over year. But even more so, I don't care about any of the other stuff that they sell. All I care about is transaction revenue. Because what that says is that they did 764 million, which is still a lot of money, but this is way below expectations. And so what this means, TBC, is that people aren't trading.
Well, they're not trading on Coinbase, right?
That's possible. They might maybe be moving more into DeFi, but
Yeah,
still
baby.
the normies would use Coinbase. So if you're watching this, my take is that it means that retail is not here. Prices are high because our little bubble crypto community is pushing those prices higher. But we have yet to see retail go in. So in a way, I'm kind of bullish. Sorry about that. That's misunderstanding. The estimate was 887 million, and it came down to 764, clearly showing that there is a decline in revenues from trading. Sorry about that, folks.
So, wow. They I guess no one's using Coinbase anymore. So, what do you guys
Yeah,
why what's going on? What's going on? I thought Coinbase has been doing such a great job marketing to everybody. The coin token was flying. Coin token, my bad. Coin stock was
yeah.
flying. Um, Interesting. Maybe nobody actually uses crypto anymore.
That's a possibility. Unfortunately, that is a possibility. I mean, I personally think that what this means is that prices are still going up right now. I mean, granted, we're having a crash today, but Bitcoin is still really high, like 113,000. ETH hasn't even hit its all-time high yet. And Coinbase is, but it's doing well this year, but Coinbase's revenue in transactions is not strong. So I'm not sure what to make of this, but I'm still quite bullish. So I think that what is happening right now is that retail just hasn't come in yet, TBC. I think
Jorge,
we're getting ready for retail.
if Coinbase can't onboard the next billion users, who is? I think we got a problem here.
Maybe it's XMR.
Oh,
XMR is onboarding people.
let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, Jorge, this is another story that just is dialing up the refreshing positives of everything that's been happening. Bitcoin
Tell me
faces
more. Give me that
market.
positive news.
Bitcoin is facing market crash fears. That's right. Sentiment about Bitcoin, fresh off a monster rally, has taken a nasty turn, plunging nearly 10% in response to a $300 billion crypto market shock. Traders are scrambling as a cascade of liquidations and cooling enthusiasm threatens what felt like an unstoppable momentum. The crash echoes warnings that Bitcoin's boom may be driven more by hype than fundamentals, and that when the bubble bursts, the ripples, I see what you did there, could hit a wider financial system. So, Jorge, with Bitcoin going down, do you think Michael just took a week off from buying? That's all I'm saying.
I
Or
mean, yeah, probably. He never buys the dip. He always buys the top.
he's the smartest one in the room, dude. The guy's making it, and we're all dumb like dumb people and brokes. Or is it all paper? Is it just all paper Bitcoin trading? Right? Like I don't know anymore, man.
Oh, I've heard that theory before.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, the reality here is that I think that people are just very squeamish, and it's not just like crypto. It's the stock market as well. This has probably been the most uncertain time to invest in stuff. And that's why every post from Anthony Pompliano, I feel like he's smoking crack. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, the tariffs are working, inflation is not up. I was like, well, the last report said that inflation is up. And like, if companies are hiring less people now, there's the possibility that their overhead is higher. So they need to allocate more money to pay off these tariffs. I don't know. I think like crypto, I think is like such a unique bubble versus the rest of the market because Bitcoin's fundamentals are just like who's willing to hold it, who's willing to sell it. You can't do much with Bitcoin except hold it and sell it and make yourself self-sovereign and wealthier by doing so. And these are all great tenets. How much it's worth is how much someone's willing to buy it.
Jorge, you can clearly go to Steak and Shake and buy a really greasy burger with this.
You could. Can you? No, I don't know. No, I don't think I can. So, I mean, what I think this dip shows is that people are already expecting the crash and they're willing to sell their assets as fast as possible for a small profit. You know what I mean? It's more of like an indicator of the behavior of the market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, whatever. Whatever. Bitcoin losing 10%. So what? Like, I don't know. Did you wake up and were you like, oh my God, Bitcoin's down? Like, seriously, do you even care? Do you, Jorge? Do you really care? Does it?
No, I don't. I've been here so long. When I get spanked now, I just get used to it. Maybe there was a point in my life where I didn't like it. Maybe there was a point in my life where I liked it. But now when I get spanked, I just quietly take it.
Yeah.
And stare off into the distance and ask, why am I here? What's my purpose in life? What am I supposed to be doing? You know what I mean, TBC?
One of life's greatest mysteries. I think about that stuff too when I'm getting spanked. But I also think, did I have a coupon this time? Because Rosacea, or whatever her name is, she doesn't charge the same price. Okay, like every time. So sometimes I have to. I don't know. It's like how she feels. I wonder if she's like invested into Coinbase. So like when Coinbase is down, she charges me more for the spanking. I don't know.
You're seeking out the spanking though. That's
yeah. I mean, I'm such a masochist. The crypto doesn't even do it for me anymore.
There's a little bit of pain and pleasure and vice versa, right? Yeah. So I get that.
Why do you? I get. Come on. Why? Admit it, dude. We're all dirty. That's why we're in this market and being abused like this. Yeah. Come on, you know it. So Bitcoin.
Someone watching this has Dogecoin in the wallet still.
Oh. There's time, man. It's coming back. I'm gonna buy a Tesla with that shit.
Yeah, man. Do they still accept Doge? I mean, I wonder what's going on there. But TBC, now that we have been getting severe spankings, can't sit anymore because the 6'5", 300-pound Bulgarian woman by the name of Olga has spanked us. I do have some positive news.
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready for this?
Let's go.
The positive
let's
news?
go. I'm excited. What do you got?
So big news. The SEC is becoming extremely, extremely pro-crypto, launching a project or launching a plan called Project Crypto. You could tell that a first grader came up with the name of this project. Like, seriously?
You know, crypto is an acronym for something, right? It's got to be because.
What's it stand for?
Well, hold on. Let me ask the internet. Like, cut this part out. I'll come back in a second with a.
So with that being said, there's a sweeping initiative under Paul Atkins to modernize how digital assets are treated in the United States. After years of enforcement and heavy oversight, the agency is now pivoting to clarity, innovation, and inclusion. This SEC aims to categorize digital tokens, support tokenized securities, integrate DeFi, and enable super app platforms. All those ideas are great. I do not know about super apps, and I can get into why in a little bit. But what I think is huge here is that we had the Genius Act pass, which is basically the gateway for stable coins to be used in everyday life, right?
Okay.
And now we have the
I
SEC
got it.
basically coming out and saying that they basically want to streamline these things. I mean, we could be getting into a world where you trade your Nvidia stocks, your Tesla stocks, and your Ethereum on Uniswap.
Yeah.
Like now just everything is moving
Yeah, but
on
like
chain.
I think the issue with that is are younger generations concerned about stocks? They don't seem to be. They like the
Yeah, they
they
don't.
like the crypto. Hey, I found it. I looked it up. The project crypto thing. Crypto stands for Creating Robust Yields Promoting Technological Opportunities Act.
Say that 10 times really fast.
Exactly, right? I mean, this is great entertainment right here.
But TBC, are you excited? I mean, isn't this the okay, we don't give financial advice, but
Yes, we
to
do.
me, no, we don't. It sounds like we should be buying some crypto.
We should. We should be
That's
buying
what it seems
some
like.
XRP and shit. This stuff. This is. I mean, like I don't know. Like we start
Let's not
today.
get 500 hate watches again.
Let's start.
Are we going to do that?
Let's. I mean, honestly, think about this. We're sitting here. We had a down week. Bitcoin down 10%. We're ragging on the jobs report for the market dumping and impacting our crypto bags, while at the same time, the SEC who has been nothing but a thorn in the back of everybody out there for the last decade, is now like, yeah, we're cool. Kind of like, why don't you guys innovate for a change and we'll leave you alone. Like, isn't this is what this market, builders, developers, every BD person I've ever spoke with, that's all they've ever asked for. Can we just have some clarity about regulation and involvement? And you're finally getting it. Everyone should be rejoicing, but instead, for some reason, the market sentiment is not. Honestly, the market is dumb. I'm tired of paying attention to these people. These are people who are caught up so on the 1 minute chart that they're ignoring the fact that you should be thinking about where's Ethereum going to be actually in 5 years. Maybe it's time for you crypto traders out there to start trading like boomers. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's all we got to say. Look at the positives. They're stacked up every single day. And this is good stuff coming, I guess. And Paul Atkins, maybe you could come on the show. We could talk about this stuff.
Paul Atkins, if you're watching, not only will we have you on the show, but I will give you TBC a loan for as long as you want.
Yeah.
To do whatever you want.
Bring your paddle.
Because he likes to be legislated.
Send it to me. Yeah. Well, I got some other good news for you, Jorge.
Tell me the good news.
Well, did you hear about this US, what is it? The Genius Stablecoin Act?
Yes, I did.
Yes, the US has officially enacted the Genius Act. And you know Genius stands for something. But I'm not going to look this one up because I don't give a shit. The country's first stablecoin law. So we have a law. It's
so
about
happy.
stablecoins. While it does bring that regularity clarity that everybody has been asking about, some supporters say it could start institutional adoption and secure the dollar's global standing, but there's a lot of questions regarding foreign stablecoins like Tether. So the Genius Act signed into law. How is USDT going to operate with it? Is there going to be some sort of competitive disadvantage, Jorge? I don't know. And like, what is a foreign stablecoin if you are a decentralized DAO establishing a stablecoin without any local nationality or jurisdiction? Are you a foreigner then? I I mean, obviously a DAO
I
member has to live within the United States. I don't know.
I mean, I think I think that what's inevitable here is that um is that at first when this legislation was being, pushed around, right? I think what people don't realize is that basically the intention was to put all these innovations or have all these innovations in the United States. And Tether is the largest entity in the stablecoin world, and it's a foreign entity. And I think the government is very on edge about that. Also, even though they're extremely profitable, according to their attestations and whatnot, there's a lot of people that aren't comfortable with that idea. At the end of the day, it's the government looks at money like it's their asset, and they want to have as much control of it as possible. But on the other hand, I don't know about every foreign stablecoin, but I think Tether has a shoe in because Howard Lutnick, who is, the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, and he's also the economic advisor to Trump, and they hold 80% of their US treasuries. So it is in Howard's best interest, right, to bring Tether into the United States. It's just like a slimy, corrupt farm, and they're bringing Tether to the stable. So I just think that this is going to be amended at some point. They're going to make it specific, and somehow Tether is going to get in. It's the same song and dance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm glad the Genius Act still passed because it is kind of wild. Most people are turning their assets into stablecoins, and they go through all this BS to turn it into cash. And you have to pay fees and like all this other crap. But if you can like start spending your USDC right away, then it's as good as cash in a digital way, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been trying to work on here. But got USDC and USDT. Doesn't America kind of need Tether to keep buying treasuries?
I mean, yeah, now they do because every country and their sorry for my language, TBC,
Oh yeah,
but every country and their goddamn grandmother is just basically dumping, their US treasuries. So now the US does need to find like more buyers, and these stablecoins only make money on yield. Maybe fees and stuff, but it's mostly yield. I don't know. That's what I think. But I'm excited. I think that this is good news.
yeah.
And my ETH bag, I literally just bought more ETH while we were talking.
Oh boy, wow.
Because the
Look at
price
you.
is,
You're such a
I just
DEGEN.
bought more ETH.
You're such a look at you. You can't even. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Dude,
Where do you guys buy ETH at? You
couldn't-
gotta like go to the. You gotta find a guy in an alley somewhere. Hey man. All right.
Hey, listen
well,
here, boy. I have all the Ethereums in my coat pocket right here. Why don't you come here and you can buy some Ethereum for me, boy. You can buy it on my Coinbase account. How about that, baby? Come here, TBC. Just buy some Ethereum from me. Can you do that, baby?
yes, I will. Do you accept dollars?
No. All right.
Did you, Jorge? You remember a couple of weeks ago when we talked about XRP going to $680 trillion?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
people were like they were super happy about that. Turns out the guy who said that is starting to move some of his XRP. So that what was that guy's name? Chris,
Brad Garlinghouse.
Brad Garlinghouse, yeah. Well, a co-founder of Ripple, Chris Larsen, quietly moved around 200 million XRP over 10 days. Funneling tens of millions to centralized exchanges. And on the news, XRP dropped between 13 to 17%. There was a lot of regulatory uncertainty about how he may be taking profits. There's still 2.6 to 2.8 billion XRP in Larsen's. That's a lot of XRP. Wow,
That is a lot.
that's a bag holder, man. That guy's sitting on XRP. So hey, this is just like when those Bitcoin wallets from 2008 started waking up and getting moved. People started crapping to bed. Well, here you go. The XRP people are dumping on you. Maybe
I mean,
are they getting dumped
isn't
on?
that the point?
The whole point of
That
XRP.
some of these founders,
This is like they could dump.
well,
They could dump their bags.
I think, yeah, it's like they're working super hard and they have to make money somehow.
Well, I
And
mean, if I'm listen, guys, if I have a wallet with 2 billion XRP in it, I'm dumping on you. All right. And I'm just TBC, right? I'm not like some important guy like Chris Larsen. So if
Right.
I would do it, and you all in the audience know damn well you would do it too, you would all dump on every XRP holder if you could. Like literally. Like if you see an XRP holder in the street, you would drop your pants right there and dump on them. Because XRP holders. But Chris Larsen, dude, good for you, man. You dump on those guys. You make your billions.
you go, Glenn Coco.
You invite me over for a party, all right? I will come to your yacht or island or whatever the hell you want to buy, because that's a shit ton of XRP you're selling.
Yeah, man. I mean, in fairness, the price did run a lot, like a huge amount. And it is possible that the 200 million that was sold is an extremely small amount, comparatively.
Compared to
Because they've had this
680
XRP
trillion?
since,
Yes, obviously.
so it's, I don't think it's necessarily like a bad thing, but you should always take into account when you're investing in an asset and a founder sells XRP without saying why. Like every time the Ethereum Foundation sells ETH, it's to keep the foundation running, and they make it explicit
Sure.
too.
Sure.
It's like, well, okay, fair enough. TBC, yeah, you're right. Sure.
Sure.
But
I believe you.
the fact that this was done so privately, I think is what's concerning. 200 million is a lot of money.
It's not done privately. It's on chain, right? You go to XRP scan or whatever, you can see it all. Is that a thing? XRP scan.
Yeah.
Jorge, you remember every once in a while you'll see online XRP scan is a thing. Wow, I've never used it. What would you use it for? To track XRP movements? That's it. Okay. Anyway, remember, every once in a while you see online, like especially after Bitcoin pumps, there's like this. It's like the guy from like 2010. He's like, "Oh man, dude, I had to sell my Bitcoin. I'm so glad I sold my Bitcoin bags." It's like Bitcoin was like 8 cents at the time. He's like, "I made 250 bucks." In 10 years, people are going to be posting Chris Larsen memes of him selling his $200 million of XRP. Because in 10 years, XRP is going to $650 trillion. And that $200 million is going to be worth like a quadrillion dollars. He's so stupid.
Yeah.
He's so stupid. You should have held on, Chris, you dummy.
Well, I mean, I think it's also important to realize that maybe they're just being generous and making sure that there's enough XRP for everyone to buy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, liquidity. He's providing liquidity.
Exactly. They're just being generous. And we're being judgmental. And you know what, TBC?
I'm being supportive.
We're making things not fun. We're pooping on the party.
We're literally the fun suckers of crypto.
But TBC.
Oh, God. Let's get to it.
Speaking of other big projects, did you see Tether's most recent attestation?
No, I didn't. Because
Well, because TBC loves to watch attestations on his free time, late at night in front of his computer.
yes, I
with
love
a
this
little
shit.
bit of body lotion,
Yeah, rub it on.
if you know what I mean. So, Tether CEO just revealed that Tether holds now 106 billion in U.S. Treasuries.
Okay, let's go. Not enough.
That's more than Germany and Italy.
Not real countries, but whatever.
That's wild. This makes Tether a global financial force and blurs the line between stablecoin issuer and sovereign debt players. So, I mean, TBC, I think you're right. I think that especially with the way relationships with other countries are going, part of being able to buy this debt, and maybe they don't look at it that way, is that it does give you some leverage on the other country.
I mean, so does anybody think Tether's going to have any problem, like, identified as a foreign, whatever the hell they are, like as a foreign entity? Like, they hold 106 billion in treasuries. Right. Like, I think they could get a meeting with Trump if they need to, and be like, let's work out a deal, right? And next thing you know, Trump will be like, it's going to be the greatest deal ever.
He's going to be like, Melania buys her Ozempic over from the doctor with Tether.
Nah, man, be nice to Melania. The lady.
Okay, that's true.
She's married
Melania,
to Trump,
that
dude.
was uncalled for.
That's not fair, dude.
I'm being mean.
There's
nothing wrong with taking Ozempic here,
dude,
TBC.
How old is
wait
Melania?
a second. TBC.
Yeah.
What is my camera high?
What just happened there? She's 55.
I just realized. I think
she's 55, man. She looks good. Melania, you want to come on the show?
She's beautiful.
You're hottie.
Melania, hey, Melania, you want to come on the show and talk about Melania coin for 20 minutes?
Let's
we'll
go.
Just let you talk about whatever you want.
I'll just look at you.
We won't interrupt or anything.
She could talk about her ass
man.
testation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, TBC, calm down. I mean, but look, be that as it may, this is huge, and they're extremely profitable right now, especially when rates are so high. They're getting 5%. They're getting like between 4 to 5% on 106 billion.
Yeah.
In short-term treasuries. That is insane.
Tether is the best run company in the world.
If I don't get me wrong, Tether has performed really well. It hasn't had any hacks that we know of or depegs or anything. But until it's like we can actually see the books, you know what I mean? Until they're like publicly available information, I'm still always going to be somewhat skeptical.
Yeah, I understand. It's like what, barely 100 people work there, and I'm sure some of those people are just taking phone calls. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's just,
insane. It is insane.
I mean, good for you, Tether. Dude, I'm a big fan. I don't care. I'm hopping on board all these projects. XRP, Tether, every single Litecoin. Let's get the Litecoin people on here.
What is Litecoin doing? What does Litecoin do?
Okay.
Please tell us.
Litecoin. It's like a 2016 podcast, dude. It's so stupid.
So, TBC. Another thing to note is that Howard Lutnick was neighbors with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
and now that,
oh no,
dude, and not only was he neighbors, but there was 47,000 transactions that Jeffrey Epstein did or wired. I mean, imagine if you're neighbors with Howard Lutnick and he just goes, do you know an easy way to move some money around? I mean, it's a long stretch, but I have a feeling that maybe Epstein used some stable coins. It's possible.
Now, Jorge, like, where did they live? Do you know where they live? Because
yeah, he lived next to Jeffrey Epstein in his Manhattan apartment.
Okay. All
dude.
Right. First off, that's wild.
Oh, okay. It's 4,700 money. Trump made 4,700 money transfers to Epstein. Oh, no, then Tether was not used there. But I mean, who knows, man?
Okay, what?
It's just wild. It's just wild. And also, now that we've mentioned Jeffrey Epstein, hopefully this video goes viral. It's in the algorithm now. We get in that Epstein algorithm, baby.
Yeah. Maxwell, she got moved to a different prison this week. So, hey, what's up with that, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely nothing to see here.
She met with.
It's all a hoax. That's why we put her in a minimum security prison.
Did she meet with the Justice Department this week too?
Yeah, she did, and we're never. Dude, I just hope that if she does speak to Congress, that she actually says everything.
Nah, man.
I want this to end.
No, this is great. This is people need to get used to this. You're never going to get your comeuppance with this stuff when the government says it's always the Charlie Brown with these people, right? You are Charlie Brown. You're trying to kick the football, and the government is Lucy. And Jorge will put a picture here for those of you that don't know what the hell Charlie Brown is. You're never going to get satisfaction, all right? They are the greatest blue ballers ever. Stop listening to these people. Go out there and support your local Bitcoin businesses, all right? Buy some U.S. treasuries, start up a stable coin. You could decentralize this stuff, right? And don't worry about the end of the world. Don't worry about the moon smashing into the earth. Don't worry about the threats of nuclear war. Don't worry about the Bureau of Labor Statistics reporting that only 70,000 teenagers got a job in the second quarter to sling fries. Don't worry about what Jim Cramer says. Don't worry about China banning crypto again. Don't worry about Ethereum Foundation dumping on you. Don't worry about Hulk Hogan because he's dead and he's not coming back. Don't worry about
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, don't worry about Ozzy.
And Ozzy Osbourne.
His music is still there. If you actually like it, you could hop on that crazy train like the rest of us and ride your bags off into the sunset as they finally pump in the oncoming alt season that is happening this fall because Donald Trump promised that the market's going to friggin' rally. We're all going to be rich, and he's making us rich again. And America has got all that tariff money. You're going to get lots of money, and you could just forward that shit into Bitcoin, and we're all going to be friggin' rich. This is going to be the greatest third quarter in the history of the world, unless, of course, you're in Europe. And England. Get out of England, people, man. People are crazy over there. All right. Well, Jorge, I think that's it for this podcast. I want to say thank you to everyone who made it this far, because I know I barely did.
Thank you all for watching the Beefy Pod. We can't wait to see you again, and we love you. Have a great day.
Later, everybody.
Cheers.